I'm 73 years old, and I need to tell you something that might make you uncomfortable. Everything you've been told about getting older is wrong. Dangerously wrong. I grew up believing the same things you probably believe right now. Work hard. Be responsible. Delay joy. Life will start later. I did everything right. I had a solid career. A house in the suburbs. A good reputation. People respected me. My parents were proud. From the outside, I won. But at 52, my body betrayed me. I was sitting in a conference room in Chicago talking about quarterly numbers when the room started spinning. My chest felt like it was being crushed. Next thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital bed. Machines beeping, tubes in my arms. My wife crying quietly in the corner. The doctor called it a cardiac event. That's a polite way of saying my heart almost stopped. They told me I was lucky. And lying there, staring at the ceiling, I realized something terrifying. I had been living on autopilot. Not living, existing. I had spent decades chasing goals I didn't choose, impressing people who wouldn't remember my name in 5 years. And if I had died that day, what would I have left behind? A house? A job title? A retirement account? That night, I asked myself a question that still haunts me. If my heart had stopped for good, would my life have meant anything to me? And that's when the biggest lie of all finally revealed itself. But most people never see it until it's too late. Here's the lie I believed for 50 years. I have time. I said it every day. I'll travel later. I'll slow down later. I'll fix that relationship later. I'll live when things settle down. Let me save you decades of regret. That day never comes, because the goalposts keep moving. You get the raise, now you need the next one. You buy the house, now you need a better one. You tell yourself, just a few more years. That's how time disappears. I watched it happen to my best friend. He built a multi-million-dollar business, worked 70 hours a week, never took a real vacation. He kept saying, next year. Next year came with a stroke. At his funeral, his son stood up and said something I'll never forget. My father was successful, but I barely knew him. That sentence hit harder than my heart attack. Because I saw myself in it. Your regrets won't be about the mistakes you made. They'll be about the moments you skipped. The trip you never took. The call you didn't make. The love you didn't say out loud. The dream you postponed because you were too busy. Time feels unlimited when you're young. It isn't. Your parents won't always be there. Your kids won't stay little. Your body won't always forgive you. I learned this the hard way. And the moment I truly understood it, I had to make a decision that terrified me. A decision that would change how I lived or waste whatever time I had left. After my heart attack, I stepped back. Not because I wanted to, because I had to. And that's when something strange happened. For the first time in my life, I had space to think. And here's what shocked me. Success didn't feel like success anymore. I had chased titles, money, respect. And none of it comforted me at 3 a.m. None of it held my hand in that hospital bed. What mattered turned out to be embarrassingly simple. Time with people I love. Work that feels meaningful to me. Experiences, not possessions. Presence, not applause. I started calling people I hadn't spoken to in years. I fixed relationships I let rot from neglect. I took trips I always said I was too busy for. I said no to things that drained me, even when they paid well. People thought I was crazy. Some said I was throwing my life away. They were wrong. For the first time, I was actually living. And here's the irony nobody tells you. When you realize time is limited, life becomes richer. Colors get sharper. Moments matter more. I'm happier now, at 73, with less time ahead, than I ever was at 30, when I thought I had forever. But there's one thing that still scares me. Most people never have a wake-up call. They don't get a warning. They just drift until one day they're old, tired, and full of questions. Which is why I'm telling you this now. If I could sit down with my 30-year-old self, here's what I'd say. Stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Stop trading your health for a paycheck. Stop postponing joy. Call your parents more. Take the trips. Say, I love you, without waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect time. There never was. Life will always be messy, busy, complicated. Waiting for someday is how you waste a lifetime. I don't have unlimited time anymore. Maybe 10 years, maybe 15, maybe less, and I'm okay with that. Because these last 21 years, the years after my heart attack, have been the richest of my life. Not because of money, because of intention. I live slower now, deeper, more honestly. And I don't want you to learn this lesson the way I did. So here's my question to you. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? If the answer is no, don't wait, not next year. Not after the promotion. Not when things calm down. Start now. Because one day, sooner than you think, you'll realize the clock never stopped ticking, and by then, it might be too late. Thank you for listening.